Mate, how are ya? It's good to see you knackers. Right, I've got a little secret to tell ya, and you can't be telling anyone. You know what they say, loose lips, they sink ships. Right, mate, what you gotta know is all the boys recently down the pub been telling me, hey, you're the Adonis. And I'm like, yeah, I am the Adonis. And do you know why they keep calling me the Adonis? It's because, mate, I'm telling you, it's my old mate Daz and my old mate Troy here. They're getting bigger. Do you want to know how? This is me secret. Don't tell anyone else. 10 reps by 4 sets. Don't do nothing else. Today we're looking at how and why 10 reps by 4 sets isn't your best approach to gaining muscle size and strength. Okay, so let's start at the most common mistake, the structure in which the program is built. In particular, periodization versus non-periodization training plans. People tend to opt with a non-periodization approach. Classic example of this is 10 reps by 4 sets for every exercise for every session. Periodization by definition is a process of dividing an annual training plan into a series of manageable blocks or phases. These phases and blocks are called mesocycles. A mesocycle in a trained athlete should last around 8 weeks at most before changing your program. Better analysis of periodization versus non-periodization strength and power training programs concluded periodization is more effective than non-periodization. Most periodization programs will start in the high rep ranges and work down into the low rep ranges. As the reps go down, the weight goes up, and this is called linear periodization. There are two very popular types of periodization, the first being linear periodization, the second being daily undulating periodization. Linear periodization presents itself as a big X. At the start, reps are high and the weights are lower for fewer sets. As you move through the mesocycle, the weight and the reps tend to flip. You do much heavier weight for fewer reps for more sets. During each mesocycle, the reps and the sets will stay the same. Daily periodization differs as it presents itself as a wave form. So let's break down the wave. The wave, at the peak of the wave, will be our most intense workout. It will have larger weight, more sets, but potentially less reps. Our midsection will be mid-range of all, and then our low section will be less weight, more reps, probably less sets. And so how this works is that as we roll through the mesocycle, you will notice that the intensity will increase at the peak of the wave, and the intensity of the bottom of the wave will rise as well. So let's break this down. Let's assume that at the start that our peak is this point here, and we drop down to this point there. Our next wave will come up, and our peak will be higher than our top peak at the start. Our middle section will be higher than our middle section, and our lower section will also be higher than our lowest section. So it should present itself something like this. And we continue that pattern throughout the entire program. The beauty about daily undulating program is that we can actually manipulate the rep ranges and the set ranges for each different section. This will give off the feeling to athletes that the program is forever evolving and forever changing. So which is better, daily undulating periodization or wave loading, or linear periodization, X loading? According to the study, effects of daily undulating periodization as compared to linear periodization in strength gains of college athletes, there were no found statistical advantages to either option of training. Mate, you be kidding yourself. I ain't doing any of that fancy smancy stuff. Nah, mate, if I'm not feeling it by the end of the workout, what I do, it's a secret little recipe. I'll throw in a superset and a drop set, and Bob's your uncle. I'm feeling ooh, mate. Added drop sets or supersets are telling you that the program has pretty much run its course. The program is clearly not making the athletes stronger, so they're looking to increase the total volume completed within the session or slightly change the stimulus the muscle is being put through by adding in an extra exercise. This excessive volume can trigger responses initially, potentially, but most of the time leads to junk volume and overtraining. Junk volume is where you're putting the muscle under stress, but not to the point in which it's eliciting a response to grow. What also may be the case is that the athlete may have been performing this program for longer than 10 weeks. Some studies are showing for natural athletes a program that remains the same without any progressive overload system in place, hormonal responses to that program will stop anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks marks. This is why people might reach for options such as drop sets and supersets in order to start to re-trigger these responses in order to grow. Why periodization programs work extremely well is because they run off the 1RM percentage system. This system uses predicted values in order to set what you should be lifting week to week to ensure you're progressively overloading. Oddly enough, most periodization programs or mesocycles tend to last anywhere between 4 to 10 weeks, ensuring that your hormonal responses keep triggering growth. The take-home message is this: sure, your 10 reps by 4 sets program has served you well in the past, but there is a far better way to train in order to continually ensure that all your hard work is being rewarded with gains. Alright mate, I'll give your system a red hot crackaroony. Hey, just a link I'll throw it in my arm day, my chest day. I can still do those days, yeah?